The resistance towards Jesus is tremendous. I didn't expect this reaction towards him. But it shows how ignorant humanity was and still is. But this is part of everything. There always has been some they knew and some they don't. You have to be compassionate. Because there's a gap between themselves and their light. It's always between two forces. One force pulls you down and the other force pulls you up. And Jesus' force is to pull you up. So you cannot walk when you sit. Stand up. But of course not physically. Stand up towards the truth. Humanity don't need Jesus. They have to figure it out by themselves. They should start new. I know it's a lot of responsibility. But it's like a child. The child starts to walk by itself. How can they learn to trust themselves if they always need a figure? Figure is like a walking stick. What happens if you take the walking stick away? Because there's no memory of trust. We were talking a lot about memory. Yes, Jesus is a memory. Jesus is a memory of strength, of love. Jesus is a memory of listening. Listening to God. He was listening to everyone. Never judging. Never, no matter how harsh, how much rejection. And many of them, of his group, were frustrated with Jesus. Jesus, why are you allowing this? Why? Why? Why do you allow this? He wanted that the people find the answers for themselves. But they didn't understand. Because even if they were close to him, they were ambitious. And they wanted to fight back. That's the difference between Jesus and the rest. Jesus didn't need to know, didn't need to, remind himself who he was. But he told the others, remember who you are. But it was hard for them to fight against this injustice that they felt for him. There was so much love to protect. They were angry at Jesus as well. How can you know this? We have to do something. How can you know this? I think they understood more after his death than when he was alive. Why he didn't fight back. There was no anger, no emotions. If they would have hidden it in secret, Jesus probably would have lived a long life. But that's not why he came why he came to earth. That was not his path. Hiding was not an option. For what hiding? He was put there in place for exact that purpose, what he came for. A seed planted. If you want to know the truth, go to the seed. And why? Because all informations are there. You have a little one semen. All the informations are there inside of this. The seed is not responsible for the tree. The seed is planted. And whatever grows, grows. But the information of the seed, the nature of it, what it is, it knows it's a tree or any other plant. It knows what it is. But what the weather is going to do with this plant or the tree, the circumstances under that tree has to live. They are not within the seed. The ways are always going to God. When the seed of the human being is planted, it's the same. Everything is set. And if you want to know something about yourself, go to the seed. And you can go even farther. Who planted you? The seed is only related to this illusion. But the one who planted you is responsible for this illusion. But the seed is the closest. Because it is something that needs action. You need someone that plants the seed. People are getting distracted. They're more interested in the illusion. And the seed is forgotten. And they're fighting with the illusion. Fighting their illusion. People have to go towards the seeds. They have to go back to the beginning. Yeah, break through your limitations. Expose the illusion. For what are ye on earth? To follow the drama of the humans? Or to break through? The cycle of consciousness is something that is so old. It will never change. The cycle of awakening and the cycle of sleeping. It's all about this. This is essential. There's nothing else. You have to wake up. Wake up. You have to wake up. There's not something complicated. He didn't even make it complicated. It's so obvious. People think it's so obvious. Cannot be true. Oh yes, that is true.
It's too simple.
Yeah. You can choose where your attention is going. You always can choose. You have the choice. Isn't that true? You have the choice. To feel or to believe. To be or to want. It's not a question to be or not to be. It's the question to be or I want to be. If you are, you have to be aware that you're not, because it has always two sides. But when you know, the moment you are a human being and you know that you are, the other side will be more clear. Because when you know that you are, you will understand that you were when you're not anymore. And there's no confusion. It will make your path much more clear in any stages of your existence as a soul. Either here on earth or when you don't have a physical body anymore. The physical body is just another experience. Can it be more simple than this? Simplicity hurts because it makes everything that you believe in that's related to the identification in this world. Everything that is material, all the relatives you have with you, it downgrades, it's just an experience. an important experience. But it is an experience of something that cannot die. But the experience is going to die. But the earlier you realize this, and the earlier you feel it, the more time you have to integrate it and to live it. The greatest marriage is the marriage to God. He will never betray you because he doesn't play games. He just gives you an experience. And he wants you to grow. It is absolutely simple. Live in grace. Give yourself space. Let the Lord of God prevail. What else do you need? What else do you need in your life? If you cannot feel my presence, I'm just a representative of God.